Now more on the breaking news that a cyber attack has affected some major hospitals in London, affecting services like blood transfusions, some of which have had to be cancelled.
Well, our reporter Charlie Peters joins us now to tell us more, because, Charlie, a hugely concerning development.
That's right, Tom, and a critical incident has now been declared as several hospitals in London have been caught up in this incident. As we understand, it's the Royal Brompton Hospital in Chelsea, Guy's and St Thomas's in Lambeth, the King's College Hospital in Denmark Hill, Camberwell, South London, and also the Harefield Hospital out in Hillingdon. So several hospitals caught in this situation, also some primary care centres, according to health sources. And the crux of this issue revolves around a pathology company called Synovis. It's had contracts with the NHS since 2021, and it's understood that a cyber attack has affected its IT systems, and it deals mostly in clinical pathology, so it's the assessment of blood diagnosis. This is limiting transfusions, particularly blood transfusions, but when you can't safely bring blood into a patient, that's going to have knock-on effects on other potentially risky surgeries where there is a concern around potential hemorrhaging or massive blood loss. During those procedures, you need to know that the pathology has been done and the blood sources are safe. So that's had a significant effect. Speaking to medical sources in the last hour, a medic in King's College Hospital down in Denmark Hill told me that several surgeries that were planned for today were cancelled today. People getting prepped for theatre suddenly cancelled. They had no idea when procedures might return, and did say that it was an awful situation in the hospital, lots of panicking going on as they react to this dire situation. There's no indication on what might occur now, and there's also very limited information on the cause of this cyber attack. As we understand it, it's a ransomware attack. And for those who aren't used to these situations, that's when details and files are encrypted by a hostile actor who then, often in cases of trying to take over money or influence, will then offer the encryption code to allow the source to have re-access to those files. But as we understand it, a ransomware attack has now occurred, completely encrypting the Synovis pathology details, limiting clinicians' access to that information, which, as you said, has massively limited access to that pathology data, putting lots of surgeries at risk and many procedures cancelled today across at least 4 major hospitals in London. We also understand that it includes the Evelina Centre at Guy's and St Thomas's. The Evelina Centre is the paediatric care unit in London. It's a significant children's hospital. That's also being affected by this ransomware attack. More information in the next few hours, I'm sure.
Hugely worrying, Charlie, not only for patients, of course, staff members too, but for national security. 4 hospitals hit by a cyber attack, and you say, as it stands, we don't actually know where this came from.
That's right. The first bit of information seems to have come out yesterday when Synovis was first affected by this IT attack, but information's only reached us in the last few hours, with the critical incident being declared, as far as we can tell, just after midday in the last couple of hours. No information on the source of this cyber attack, which, as we said, is understood to be a ransomware attack, and no further information on when it might be recovered. One source speaking to the Health Service Journal earlier today said that accessing pathology data could take weeks, not days. So a very troubling situation for people who are lined up for procedures in these major central London hospitals over the coming days.
Raises the question about security in all these hospitals. I know that a lot of the IT systems are running very old tech. This isn't the first time there's been a cyber attack on the NHS. Charlie, we'll be back with you as anything else develops on this breaking story.